Paxton, a Trump ally. He earned the president's endorsement and advanced to the general election for a very close Senate race in Texas. Mr. Attorney General, it is great to have you here as we kick off America's 250th birthday. Thrilled you could be with us. Now, of course, your great state of Texas will be participating in the Great American State Fair, unlike some other states, including 7 of them. I can't believe it. Let's list them. Connecticut, Illinois, Maine, Massachusetts, North Carolina, Oregon, and Washington, all run by Democrats. I will note they will not be participating. What do you think of that? I mean, to me, again, shouldn't everybody be celebrating this wonderful celebration, this wonderful milestone, no matter what their politics are?
Our families and our property.
Absolutely. This is something that should draw us together. We're Americans first. We're not from either party. In the long run, we are Americans first. And it's pretty sad that these Democratic states have decided not to participate in really a great celebration of Americans' history. The fact that we've survived 250 years, that we're still the greatest nation in the world, that should be something that we can unite behind. There's a lot of things that we may disagree about, but this should be one time, at least one time, that Republicans, Democrats, doesn't matter, independent, we should all be able to come together and celebrate our great history. We're very blessed to be here, and I'm sad that those states have decided, for political reasons, not to participate.
Well, Mr. Attorney General, your state is going to have representation there. The Lone Star State,
I'm not
Texas.
surprised.
What do you think is going to be at the Texas Expo that they have there at the Great Fair that's going to be happening over the next 16 days?
Well, so I grew up in an Air Force family. My dad was an Air Force pilot, so I've lived in a lot of states. The thing that I love about Texas is there's this independent spirit about how we were started. We were our own nation. We joined the Union. But that independent spirit of wanting freedom, we established that freedom on our own, and of course we were part of building this country. And if you look at our economy, we are a part of continuing to build America in all kinds of different ways. But our economy and our people are independent, strong, and they love freedom. And that sense of destiny and freedom has lived in Texas, I think, since its founding. So I think you're going to see a lot of that attitude among the people that are here from Texas.
Yeah, I think freedom is the operative word here as we celebrate America's 250th birthday, because, again, that's what our founding fathers were focusing on here. When they started this great country, it was all about freedom. Now, what do you think those original founding fathers would think of the country today that they started?
I think they would be impressed in many ways at just how America has grown, what we've survived, what we've come through, what we've endured to lead the world. At the same time, they would look at some of our problems and probably somewhat be bewildered by some of the left, the progressive left, trying to move us away from that freedom, trying to move us towards more government control. That's certainly not what they envisioned. And they envision the people making the decisions, not some government official that's unaccountable, bureaucracies that are unaccountable. So I think they would be disappointed in that part, but they'd also be, I think, very proud of what they started.
Tell you what, Mr. Attorney General, not sure what the founding fathers would make or think of your opponent in the Senate race, James Talarico. With George Washington, Ben Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and then they see James Talarico. What do you think they'd make of him?
I think they'd be somewhat shocked that somebody like that is even running in America anywhere, let alone Texas, that believes God is non-binary, that there are 6 genders. Just that alone would shock them. They wouldn't know what he was talking about. And his positions on many of the issues, whether it's taxation or whether it's telling us that the oil and gas industry, you can't be a Christian if you support them. And then even coming out to yesterday, I think he said that he's a Christian, but he hates Christianity. I think that would shock the founders. And I don't think they would be very approving of James Talarico.
I think you're right. I think a lot of kind of practicality and pragmatism seems to be going away. But someone who kind of surprised me, who often does, a very traditional liberal, Bill Maher, comedian, show host. He gave his opinion recently on Democrats who are hating on America and our 250th birthday. Here's what he said.
This is a question about what looks best for the Democrats. because I don't think that looks good. It looks like you are just what people say about you. You don't really love America. It looks like you think Trump is more important than the country itself. Now it's just a big MAGA rally, this whole thing, because they all pulled out. So now it's just Trump and Lee Greenwood. Wouldn't it have been better to play this gig? It was a month-long gig, lots of people, just celebrating America. Can't we all just celebrate America itself and leave Trump out of it?
You know what I appreciated? He went on to say that it doesn't matter who is in the White House, whether you love them or hate them, we still should be celebrating this incredible country that we have. Do you imagine that the Democratic Party, as it has been, has gone by the wayside and that they're going to continue to hate America? Or do you think they're going to maybe get practical, get focused, and realize that they really have it pretty good?
Honestly, I hope they get practical. They realize they have pretty good, because I agree with Bill Maher that this shouldn't be about who's president. I don't care if it's a Democrat, Joe Biden, or Obama. We're celebrating our country's history. We're celebrating 250 years of success. And so, no, I don't know where the Democratic Party is going. It doesn't look good right now after you see the elections in New York and what's going on in New York City. It's a little scary, and it's sad, because I don't think that they're headed in a direction that draws us together, that understands what the founders really were trying to do here, and they don't understand our history. That's for sure.
Well, Zohra Mamdani has said there's no problem government can't fix here, and I think the founding fathers tried to create something where large government intervention was not a part of it. Anyways, as we reflect, Mr. Attorney General, on 250 years, how do you do that? How do you reflect on that and take it all in? And now that we're here in July 4th, just really a couple days away at this point.
Well, look, I appreciate that the president is celebrating in a big way, and he's celebrating for multiple days, multiple weeks, and I think it's appropriate. This is a significant milestone, and I think we should celebrate, and we should reflect on our history and reflect and be grateful for the amazing opportunity we have living in this country. So I'm just grateful that I have the opportunity to live here. I'm grateful that I represent a very amazing state, but this is a great country, and we're coming together as 50 states and appreciating that history.
Yeah, Attorney General, I know you said you grew up in a military family, and obviously the United States military, crucial to preserve our freedom, crucial in getting us where we are today. What are your words for all of those men and women who have served?
Like, I'm really thankful. My father was an Air Force pilot for 22 years. My daughter served in the Air Force. She was an intelligence officer in Special Forces. I have several sons-in-law who were in the Air Force and also in the Army. I had a nephew in the Navy. We have a lot of military in my family, so I know what it's like to leave, and I know what it's like to have my father leave for a year at a time to go fight. I knew what it was like when my daughter went to Afghanistan and my son-in-law went to Iraq. It is a huge sacrifice, and we don't appreciate them enough, but I would want them to know I do appreciate them. I know what their sacrifice is, because I've lived around it and seen family members make that sacrifice.
Well, Mr. Attorney General, we appreciate you, your family, all the service to our great nation here, and coming on tonight and taking the time. And we wish you the best of luck in your race moving forward. Good to see you.
Hey, good to see you, and happy anniversary to the United States of America.
That's
God
right.
bless.
Happy birthday.
Okay, once again.